Hello to all my lovely and wonderful friends. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So as you guys can see, I am barefaced naked today, so that means we're going to be doing a full face of makeup. So the main part of this video is a Colourpop eyeshadow palette. So I don't think that this is a recent release, but when I was shopping on Colourpop's website and I was looking at the new stuff, this popped up, so I went ahead and grabbed it, and I've been dying for a colorful eyeshadow palette. So I think that this is called the Colourpop She's a Rainbow palette. So here is what the packaging looks like. Here is the palette. You guys, look how pretty. This palette is absolutely beautiful. And these are all magnetized in there, so you could actually take them out, switch them around, and do whatever you wanted with them. So other than reviewing this palette, I did get another new Colourpop palette. So this is the Colourpop in the Limelight palette. So there's what the packaging looks like. And I was kind of debating on which palette I wanted to use today, but I think I'm going to do the rainbow one. And then maybe if I need to, dip into this one. But this is what this one looks like. So this is one of their recent releases. I want to say it came out in the past 3 or 4 weeks. So besides these palettes, I do have some other Colourpop makeup that I want to test out. I have the new powder foundation, the new loose powder, I have the foundation, and I have a few other things. Not enough to do a full face, but I did want to try this stuff out. So I didn't mention this, but Colourpop also released an eye primer. So this is the Party Proof Eye Primer. I can't tell if I'm actually getting anything, because if you guys can see, when I put the dofa in, it's getting like a tiny bit of product, but not like a whole lot. Let me go ahead and grab my mirror. But I mean, I know this literally just released like a couple months ago, and I just got it at Ulta a couple weeks ago. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't really know what's wrong with it. I know it's a translucent shade, but it's still, I just feel like it's not there. All right, eyeshadow primer is on. Let's go ahead and jump on the palette now. Let's do a purple look, because the purples in this palette, you guys, they're absolutely beautiful. So to get the shade names, I would have to pick every single magnet up, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to point to where they are. So I'm first going to grab this lighter tone purple matte shade right here. So I'm going to start by just working this right up above the crease. I really do not like translucent eye primers, because I feel like I have a lot of like veins and redness on my eyes, and it just doesn't cover them up. So I'm just working this right above the crease. I'm just going to build up the color just a little bit more. So the shade's not actually as pigmented as I thought it would be, but I'm going to take the deeper purple now. So I'm going to take the deeper matte purple shade. I'm just going to take this on a Cheek Pro blending brush. So this brush is actually from Five Below, and it is literally one of my favorite brushes, especially because it's small enough for the outer V, but it's big enough to blend through the crease where it doesn't leave like streakiness. It's a really good brush, and it's only like a couple dollars. So this is going to be my outer V and my crease shade. So I'm going to go back in with the lighter purple matte shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out. Okay, so we're going to dive into a shimmer shade now. So as much as I would love to do the purple shimmer shade, there are some really pretty shimmer shades in here. Like the blue one is really pretty, and the yellow one is really pretty as well. I'm going to go ahead and swatch the yellow, the blue, and the purple. Colourpop's shimmer shade formula, you guys, it's so good. So we have yellow, blue, and purple. I'm just debating which one to put on the lid. I just don't know. I feel like yellow would look really pretty, but is it like too much? Then maybe the blue might be like a little bit too dark. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it simple, and I'm gonna take the purple shimmer shade. So it's gonna be this one right here. So again, I do bring my shimmers up way higher than my natural crease. I actually could even bring in like a little bit of the pink shade. I think that would brighten it up as well. Go ahead, and I'm going to grab the pink shimmer shade, and I'm just going to apply the pink right here on the center, or on the inner. So it definitely did a little something, not like a whole lot. So I do want to go back in with that deep matte purple shade, and I just want to go ahead and like smooth this area out. All right, guys, so let me go ahead and do some liner and do some lashes, and then I'll come back and we can work on the face makeup. All right, y'all, so it's been like an hour and I'm finally back. I got lashes on and I did a wing, and the wing, you guys, today was literally awful. I used my eyeliner stamp, but it like didn't want to stamp, so I had to create my own wings, and they got really big, but thankfully they don't look as bad as I thought. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in with the complexion now. So I have this Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Setting Mist. And I heard some people say that they put this on before their makeup, but I'm actually just going to use this to set the face. So for primer, I have this new one that I've really been wanting to try out. So it's the SheGlam SheGlam. It's the SheGlam Birthday Skin Primer. This is a Soothing Rose. So here's what the packaging looks like. This is like $5 on Shein's website, and I hear people rave about it all the time, so I'm really excited to try it out. Oh my god, you guys, look how beautiful this packaging is. So it's see-through at the bottom, and then the top it has a silver cap. And then y'all, look at this. It comes with a little spatula, just to kind of be easier to scoop it out and put it on your face, especially if you have like long nails and stuff. This definitely reminds me of like those little ice creams you used to get when you were a kid and you could like scoop them out and stuff. Let's go ahead and open this up. Comes with a little tab as well, which fell right off. I didn't even need to pull it. Okay, so looking at it at first glance, it kind of looks like the e.l.f. Putty Primer. So I am going to go ahead and use the spatula. I am just going to take my fingers. So honestly, guys, it literally feels just like the e.l.f. Putty Primer. Really, really smoothing. It almost kind of feels like greasy in a way because it's so smoothing. It actually has like no scent. And if it is, it's so subtle that I can't even smell it. So it kind of feels like a pore filling primer. I mean, it fills in my pores a little bit, but not like some other pore filler primers do. So we're going to be trying out the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation. So I actually got mine in the shade Light 33C. But before we go ahead and do that, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and I'm just going to go ahead and spot conceal just because I have a lot of acne right now. I feel like over like the last few weeks of being like sick with my tooth and stuff, I like picked up my face a lot and it looks absolutely disgusting. So now that we've got most of that acne covered up, we're going to go in with the foundation now. So I have tried this one other time, and I would say it's probably about a medium coverage. It's definitely very lightweight on the skin though. Here's what it looks like on the back of my hand. So it is quite runny. So I'm just going to go ahead and directly pick it right up with the sponge and start bouncing it into the skin. I've been trying to go like a little more light-handed on the foundation and keeping it more lightweight just because since I do have like acne spots and dry spots, if I go like super full coverage, it just looks really like cakey and crusty. And the less coverage that I have, I feel like it looks better throughout the day. But honestly, the way that this is looking with the primer at this point, it looks really, really good and really smooth. So since I don't have a concealer from Colourpop, I'm just going to go ahead and use my own. So the next item from Colourpop, we have the Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder. I think I just got this in the shade Translucent. Yeah, it's in the shade Translucent. Here is what the packaging looks like. So again, with this, I have tried this out a few times as well. The couple times I tried it out, it definitely made my eyes look a little dry. But I'm going to go ahead and try it again. I'm going to take the Real Techniques setting brush. I'm only going to use this to set the T-zone because we have another powder to use for everything else. I don't know what it is, if it's just like me, but when I set my under eyes, it's like no matter what I use, they just become like so dry and cracky looking. Sometimes when I set my face, it will bring like the dewiness back, but not always. And then for the rest of the face, we're going to be taking the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Face Powder. Here's what the packaging looks like. And I got this in the shade Fair 1. It's like, and it does come with a large mirror as well. Take a big powder brush and just go ahead and start setting. Now, I'm not sure if this is actually a powder foundation. It just says a pressed powder, which they could be the same thing. I'm not really sure. For blush, bronzer, and highlight, I'm going to be taking this Colourpop Cheek Palette in just a flush. So you have your two blush shades at the bottom, a highlight on the top, and also a bronzer. Personally, for me, I love palettes like this that have multiple face shades. I just feel like they're the ones that I reach for the most. And they also came out with the darker shades in this cheek palette as well. Taking a little bit to build this shade up, but I personally don't mind. So for the blush shade, I'm going to take this deeper shade right here. All right, y'all, my camera is not messing around. I got one bar left, so I really need to try to hurry up. Then again, I'm going in with the highlighting shade. You guys, look at the glow. It is literally such a pretty highlight shade. I'm just going to take a small pencil brush for my nose. I'm also going to use this on the inner corner since there isn't a lighter shade in the palette. All right, y'all, just so my camera battery doesn't die, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish up the eyes. What I'm going to do on the lower lash line is the same thing I did on the top. I'm going to take the deep matte purple and the light matte purple, and then I'll come back. We can spray the face and do lips together. All right, y'all, so I went ahead and did exactly what I said, and then I took the LA Colors Neon Gel Liner in the shade Enchanted. Such a pretty, awesome eyeliner, you guys. I think they have a few more shades. I got this at the Dollar General, and the pigment on these and the longevity is like out of this world for $2. Such a good deal. So let's go ahead and do the lips, and then we'll set the face. So I'm gonna take, these are the new Colourpop Lippie Duos, and this is in the shade Sizzle Pop. Okay, so this is actually in the shade Heart on the Lippie Pencil and then Heart on the Lippie Sticks. So on these, you get a Lippie Sticks on one side and a Lippie liner on the other, and they are both full size. Wow, you guys, this shade of purple on the lips is absolutely beautiful. So lastly, we have to use the Hyaluronic setting spray. This is what it looks like. So it is actually a see-through bottle. This smells like vacation in a bottle, you guys. It smells so freaking good. Having hyaluronic acid in it, I wasn't expecting it to smell like coconutty, but it smells so good. And I'm just going to take my damp sponge and just make sure I don't have any water spots. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and make this outro quick because I am running out of battery life. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a close-up, and then we're gonna talk about some of these products. So she's a rainbow palette, you guys. I actually really like this. And if you guys can see, the pan sizes on these are absolutely huge. So I feel like these would last you a long time. And then also, if you get this and you run out of a certain shade and you want to buy it again, you can just repurchase it alone. But I really do like the concept of this. It is $40, so it's more on the pricey side. So yeah, other than that, guys, I really like this. As for the powder, again, it does make my under eyes feel really dry, but after spraying it with the hyaluronic setting spray, it kind of melted everything together. So they honestly don't look as dry now. And I really like the SheGlam birthday primer. I feel like it's kind of just like the e.l.f. one. The foundation is good. I like that it's not like super heavy and super full coverage. It's like right in the middle, like a medium coverage, and it feels really nice on the skin. And then for the Colourpop Lippie Duos, you guys, these are absolutely amazing. I love these. I love that you get your lip liner and your lipstick on one side. And I feel like it's nice because they match perfectly. So if you guys ended up liking this video and you guys want to see more videos like this one or more videos with the palette, please be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. If there's anything at all that you guys want to see next, please let me know. And at this point, guys, I better shut my camera off because it's going to die if I don't. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for sitting here and hanging out with me. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.